through. Hi, today we are testing JAP225 strategy number 1. We begin by creating the midpoint at 23 hours. From this midpoint, if price moves 100 points above, we take a long trade. If price moves 100 points below, we take a short trade. Trade 1, long loss. Price touched the upper line, so we entered a long trade. The market immediately reversed downward and continued against us. We already had our maximum stop loss set at 200 points, and price eventually touched that level. Result, trade closed at minus 200 points loss. According to the strategy, after a loss, we wait for the next relay timing, which in this case was 55 minutes later. Trade 2, short profit. We created a new midpoint. Price touched the lower line, so we entered a short trade. Initially, the trade went into loss, but then the market reversed back in our favor and started moving downwards strongly. JAP profit management. At plus 200 points, stop loss moved to break even 0. At plus 300 points, stop moved to lock 100 profit. At plus 400 points, stop moved to lock plus 200 profit. Eventually, the market reversed and hit our protected stop. Result, trade closed with plus 200 points profit. Trade 3, long break even. The closing point from the previous trade became the new midpoint. Price touched the upper line again, so we entered another long trade. The market moved upward and reached nearly 200 points, activating our break-even protection. Then price reversed back and touched our stop. Result, trade closed at 0 loss, 0 profit. Trade 4, short profit. We created a new midpoint again. Price touched the lower line, so we entered a short trade. The market first moved slightly against us, but then continued strongly downward. Stop loss adjustments, plus 200 break even, plus 400, lock, plus 200 minus 500, lock, plus 300. The market later reversed and touched our protected stop. Result, trade closed with 300 points profit. Hammer trade 5. Major winning trade using the last closing point as midpoint again. We entered another short trade. This trade continued strongly downward. Profit protection, plus 200, break even, 300, lock plus 100, plus 400 lock, plus 200 minus 500, lock plus 300. The market continued trending and finally reached plus 600 points profit target. This was a complete winning trade. Trade 6. Long loss after the plus 600 profit trade, the closing point became the new midpoint. Price touched the upper line, and we entered a long trade. The market moved upward first, but failed to reach plus 200 protection. Then it reversed completely downward and hit the full stop loss. Result, trade closed at 200 points loss. Trade 7, short recovery trade. After the loss, we waited for the next 5-minute relay setup and created a new midpoint. Price touched the lower line, so we entered a short trade. The market fluctuated several times, but eventually continued downward. Sharp profit locks, plus 200, break even, plus 300, lock, plus 100, minus plus 400, lock, plus 200. The market later reversed and touched the locked stop. Result, trade closed with 200 points profit. Trade 8, long loss. A new midpoint was created again. Price touched the upper line, and we entered a long trade. This time, the market immediately moved against the position. Result, trade closed at minus 200 points loss. Trade 9, short break even. After another relay reset, we entered a short trade. The market initially moved into profit and reached plus 200 points, activating break-even protection. Then the market reversed and touched the break-even stop. Result, trade closed at 0 loss, 0 profit. Not a trade 10, long profit running. A new midpoint was created again. Price touched the upper line, and we entered a long trade. The market moved strongly upward and reached plus 200 points profit. Stop loss adjusted to break even. The trade continued running in profit as the trend remained upward. Strategy summary. This strategy works by trading momentum breaks from a midpoint, using fixed 200-point controlled losses, protecting profits progressively, repeating the cycle continuously, using relay timing after losses, using the previous closing point as the next midpoint. The objective is to keep losses controlled, allow strong trends to run, lock profits gradually, maintain long-term consistency through disciplined execution. So now we had completed the 600-point winning trade, and after that, we immediately placed a new long trade using the closing point as the new midpoint. The market moved upward first, and after readjusting the stop loss, the trade closed with plus 100 points profit. Next trade, short loss. We again created a new midpoint. The market trend was downward, so after price touched the lower 100-point line, we entered a short trade. Initially, the trade moved into profit, but later reversed upward strongly. The market eventually hit our maximum stop loss. Result, minus 200 points loss. Consecutive loss protection. After this, we continued the relay recovery structure and took the next setup at 16:35 hours. However, another trade ended in loss. Then one more trade also ended in loss. That created 3 consecutive losses. Total daily loss equals 600 points. According to the strategy rules, trading stop for the day. Has your daily profit and loss calculation. Trade summary. Trade 1 minus 200. Trade 2 equals plus 200. Trade 3 plus 100. Trade 4 equals plus 900. Trade 5 equals minus 200. Trade 6 equals plus 200. Trade 7 equals minus 200. Trade 8 equals 0. Trade 9 equals plus 600. Trade 10 equals plus 100. Last 3 trades equals minus 600 total. Had our final daily result. Total net profit equals 700 points. Not a real account example using contract size equals 0.1 lot, required margin 271 euro. The final daily result was approximate profit equals 70 euro. NAC, final conclusion. The first day of testing for JAP225 strategy number 1 was successful. Key results: controlled risk management, fixed maximum losses, strong trend capturing, progressive profit locking, daily stop protection working correctly. Final day result, plus 700 points, approximately 70 euro profit. Thank you for watching the strategy test. If you need any clarification or explanation about the setup, trade management, or relay recovery system, please leave your comments.